How's it going, PokeMoshPitbeta? My name is ZeBigCheese33, and in case you can't tell, I'm one of those guys who uploads battles to my own channel, which would have been pretty obvious because I'm uploading to PokeMoshPitbeta. And the reason that people upload to PokeMoshPitbeta is to get more known in the Pokemon community, I guess. So, yeah, we'll see how that goes for me. Aside from that, today's battle is an OU battle versus iLebronz. Yes, we are both whoring it out with the OUs. I don't see one UU, excuse me, on either of our teams. So, you guys can expect a pretty fun battle, you know what I'm saying? Because I know that you guys all hate OU battles. Truthfully, so do I, except this was one of the very few OU battles that I actually have, so, like, that I've had in my life, so, because I usually play the lower tier stuff. God damn, I'm explaining myself so much. Yes, but anyways, don't play OU very often, and I thought this was interesting. So I go for Ice Beam on his Politoed. Thought his Breloom was going to come out. You guys can figure that shit out for yourselves, and, now I switch into my Vaporeon, excuse me, as he switches into his Dragonite, and he's just going to go for the Dragon Dance as I go for the Toxic. And I fucking missed, so that was perfect. That was great. You know what? That brought a big smile to my face. Sarcasm, in case you can't tell. Fuck. So I go for Toxic again, and then he has the fucking Lumberry. I'm like, God damn it, you stupid ass Dragonite. I'm gonna punch you right in the face. So I just go for Protect now. And he confuses himself, or becomes confused due to fatigue. So fuck you, Dragonite. You can suck on my Vaporeon's dick, even though he's a girl. She is a girl. Whatever. I go for Toxic now. Finally hit it as he hits himself in confusion, so that was pretty sweet. And, yeah, now he's just going to continue to hit himself in confusion because his Dragonite is retarded. And if you're wondering why I left Vaporeon in here instead of, like, switching out into, like, Notori or something, it's because I figured that Vaporeon wouldn't exactly be, like, the most useful Pokemon in this battle with all those electric and water type moves running around, electric and grass, excuse me, type moves running around on this rain team. So I figured that Vaporeon can do her part to Toxic and then Wish Protect Stall this Dragonite out. And if she dies, then she dies. That'll be okay. But it turns out she does successfully stall out that Dragonite and lives with full HP to boot. So it's looking pretty sweet right now. He goes into his Breloom, and I figured that either Seed Bomb, he has a choice. There's 4 moves that his Breloom can use that would all be pretty good to use on my Heatran. He could have gone for Spore, Substitute, Focus Punch, or Seed Bomb because that's like the only Breloom set I know of. And he just decided to go for the sub, so I figured that Heatran can just break the sub and then die from a Focus Punch because it's pretty friggin' obvious what he was going to go for. So I just Hidden Power Ice the sub, which breaks it, and that's pretty cool because now he's going to switch out, fearing the Ice Beam from my Latios. And I know he's going to switch out, so I go for that Thunderbolt on that Politoed, and it doesn't fucking kill because I'm an unlucky bastard. And, actually, no, I'm not running Specs on my Latios. I'm running Scarf because I missobbed, so that was pretty sweet. But, aside from that, he goes into his Bronzong, and I know that he's either going to Gyro Ball or Stealth Rock, because what the hell else would a Bronzong do to a Latios, right? So I just switch into Torre to take either one of those, and he ends up going for the Stealth Rock, so now I figure that I can just go for the Stealth Rocks too, because it's pretty obvious that he's going to switch into something else, because his Bronzong can't touch my Torre, and my Torre can't really touch his Bronzong. So, the Breloom comes out. That was pretty cool because I got my Stealth Rocks up, and now I can just let Notori die because he's not really gonna do much. He can, like, he could, like, stall out, like, the Bronzong or, like, the Scizor or something. But I really didn't think he was gonna be that useful, and I kind of just want to free switch into this Breloom anyways. So, I'd rather something, like, if any Pokemon wants to be asleep, it's gonna be Notori, and then I don't want him to get a free hit on anything. So I'm just gonna leave Notori in here to die. You'll see that I woke up first turn. You've already seen that, but that didn't really matter at all because he, as you can see, he's like back at full health after this Focus Punch, anyways. So it really didn't make a difference in the outcome of the battle. But it's all good because now I can send It's a Trap, and I know he can take at least 1 Focus Punch, and then bounce back with a Bug Bite. So that's what I do. I just go for the Bug Bite as he tightens his focus, and then he's gonna smack my Scizor right in the penis. It looked like because that's where the punch was, right in the crotch area for my Scizor. So that was all right, but he knows that he's probably not gonna be able to take another Bug Bite or some. I don't even know why he switched, to be honest. I just went for the Bullet Punch just because I wanted to get damage on it. But now he's gonna go into his Tsuna, which is either Tunsana or Tuna, if you take out the S. So I'm just going to call it Tuna. His tuna ends up taking out my, it's a trap, aka Scizor. His Scizor takes out my Scizor with a bullet punch, so that was alright. Because I didn't really need Scizor anyways, and now I know he's gonna switch out into something, or just leave his Scizor in, so I just go into Vaporeon, and then, Rain boosted, Stab, Surf, whatever wants to come in, or if he leaves his Scizor in, with a Surf, hit it with a Surf. Yes, and it ends up taking the Breloom out. That was a terrible narration right there. Holy crap. But his Fossil comes out, and I just go for, no, excuse me. He just goes for Thunder. I was just going to Surf again. I didn't bother, like, protecting or anything because I didn't think it was worth it. I might as well just let Vaporeon die because I don't like doing this whole, like, stalling people out thing. It's very boring for me. So, yeah, he goes into Bronzong. I just go for the Draco Meteor because I figured it's Stab, and I know his last two Pokemon are Steel types, but Ice Beam isn't going to do much to them either, so I might as well just go for a Stab Draco Meteor and do as much damage as I possibly can. And then switching to Rapushin, the MVP of this game, as he goes for the Gyro Ball. Because Rapushin isn't very fast, he won't take very much from that Gyro Ball at all, and then he can proceed to go for Drain Punches to kill this Bronzong. And after seeing how much that first one did, I figured, like, looking at it on my DS, I thought he could live another Drain Punch, so I kind of just went for it, hoping that he could live, because then I knew that he was going to think that I was just going to Drain Punch him again, and then I'd just proceed to go for Bulk Ups as he Earthquaked me. And I thought that would work out pretty well, so that is what I started to do right here. So you'll see how that I go for the Bulk Up, as he goes for the Earthquake again. I could have easily switched Latios in on any one of these Earthquakes, except if I did end up killing his Bronzong, he would have just sent out his Scizor and then Bullet Punched me, and I just figured that it would be more beneficial to me if I just left my Rapushin in here. So I'm just going to keep setting up, and I'm going to wait until he switches out, or I might predict him switching out. So we'll see. I just go for the Bulk Up again. I think this is number 3, if I'm not mistaken. And, yeah, he's just going to continue going for that Earthquake. It's doing literally, like, 6.5 damage right now because, Bronzong sucks! Actually, no, Bronzong's good as a defensive wall, but you probably shouldn't use it as a physical attacker. He sends in his Thunderous. Predict that shit! Go for the Drain Punch. Not Bullet Punch. Drain Punch. Go for the Drain Punch. Take that bitch out. And, there is all the problems for my Latios gun, except for this Scizor and the Bronzong. But the Bronzong's at, like, 1 HP anyways. Actually, no, it's in, like, the yellow. But it's all the same to me, because I'm just going to Drain Punch this Scizor. And then when the Bronzong comes in, I'm just going to Mach Punch that thing so that my Rapushin lives with full health when he ends up killing it. So, good game, iLebronz. Thank you very much, PokeMoshPit, for uploading. If you did happen to watch this hoary-ass battle till the end, even though it's OU, and I know a lot of you guys hate OU, then I have to commend you on your efforts and applaud you. I'm not actually going to clap, but you guys can give yourselves a pat on the back, because you have finished watching this video. So now you have the option of leaving a like or a dislike, and if you do happen to leave a dislike, let me know why in the comments below so that I can work to improve my content in the future. And aside from that, I will see you guys later.